We're live. Yes. Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to At the Close. Spencer Israel, accompanied by Joel Elconin. We'll bring Joel on in a second. I asked the question all throughout Benzinga Live today. I'm asking it again. I made it the title of today's show. Why are we rallying? Joel seems to think he has the answer. I'm all ears because I am as baffled as some of you. So that's what we'll do. We'll answer that question. Why are we rallying? We'll talk about tech. We'll talk about, great day for tech. I also want to talk about healthcare. Healthcare sector is doing some really weird stuff today. We'll get to that. So this is At the Close. We've got a half hour left in the trading day. Smash that like button. Here we go. All right, it is time for pre-market prep at the close.
3 consecutive highs, opened, matched yesterday's low, and then once it took out there, that's all the breakout momentum traders needed.
Joel, what's up? How are we doing today?
We got Microsoft in Spencer. That's it. Note to self. Next time the market goes down, the S&P 500 index goes down just because of one stock.
Yeah.
Just buy everything, man. That Microsoft took us down.
That only applies when it's like a big gun like Microsoft, not like Snapchat, I think.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, big component like that. Interestingly, well, we'll do the recap and then
Show us your charts. Wait, I can't see your charts.
I did. I thought I shared them.
No,
Didn't I hit the share?
I don't see them.
It's fun to share. Hold on a second. I thought I hit that, and then I got distracted. Forgot to take my pill today. Microsoft bottom in the first 5 minutes, right? We got that news just after 9 o'clock, but the spoos got brainerd a little bit. They were up and down, up and down, up and down. But man, 3 ticks from Wednesday's low. Yeah, that's a double bottom. Caught a bid, finally went green around noon, and once it went green on that candle, boom, there was no looking back. Took out the pre-market high. We're trying to best Friday's close. Friday's close was 55.75. Our current high is 41.63, and currently trading at 41.58. So that's the bogey, closing above 55.75 ahead of the jobs number tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what OPEC said, but crude up $2 and 177.26. Gold in the green by 24.50, 18.73.20. High ho silver up 42 cents, 22.34. Bitcoin doing the old 30K thing again, up 145 at 30,180. And Ethereum futures, they go from green to red. Ethereum is down $9.50 at 18.09.
So your take on today, Joel, is that we rallied because Microsoft bounced, and
Yes,
that took Microsoft. Okay, so Microsoft dropped.
And the market dropped.
Right. That took the market with it, and then Microsoft bounced, and it took the market with it again. That's what you're saying?
That's what I'm saying. I have made up another term. You know how I like to make up terms. We got Microsofted. I mean, it took us down, right? Boom, boom. The pre-market, that, like I said, that bottomed right off the open, and then the spoos followed suit. So, and helping the rest attack. So, man, one stock took us down, that bottom, and I don't know if I gave this. No, I gave it on pre-market prep plus. I'll tell you, folks. Man, oh man, I know we talk about different technical formations and, everyone likes to do their fancy stuff. I mean, stick with the simple stuff. And I gave this, I said, hey, if you're looking to buy this on a pullback, you had a big move, right? And half of that move took you back to 261.71. I know that's not exact. Also, you had a daily low at 61.43. You went to 61.60 and just rocketed out of there. People, I missed the dip. This is why I buy the dip right there. 50% retracement right back up. Microsoft now green on the session, and we know what we know what the spoos have done. So that 50% retracement worked like a charm today.
Okay, so if you missed it, you don't know what we're talking about. At 9:02 this morning, and Microsoft dropped an 8K. a slight update to their guidance estimates for the current quarter. They said they're going to make a little bit less money this quarter due to Forex headwinds. It's going to impact their revenue. So the take that we gave on that I gave on Benzinga Live, and I think it was a pretty level headed take. If I do say so myself, I thought this is actually not even that bad of a headline, because it's not as if Microsoft is saying our business is in trouble, or we can't, or the supply chains are all messed up and we can't get anything. No, they're saying they're going to make a little bit less money because of foreign exchange rates, and that's out of their control. Now, you would think then, Joel, if Microsoft says there's going to be some sort of a Forex effect there to their business, then everybody else would also say the same thing. This isn't a Microsoft specific problem. This is an everybody problem. However, the fact that Microsoft has now gone green on the day, and as we've discussed, taking the whole market with it, you've got to feel really good about that, don't you? Like,
Oh,
really good.
yeah, yeah. I mean, also, if you look at it, um, uh, they always blow it away, on the earnings and stuff. They're always blowing away estimates. So, yeah, it's a temporary thing, and well, let's hope it's temporary. We'll see. I imagine other companies are gonna, we're gonna come out with a similar. But I mean, you just can't ignore the correlation, with it being the second biggest component in the index, the way that went down, the way the index went down, the way that bottomed. So the big components are pulling their weight. We'll see what happens. Some other companies are probably going to come out with similar things, but we'll see if it's a buy the dip opportunity on those. But like I said, Microsoft always blows it away.
Yeah. Okay. So what about this AMD stock, Joel?
Woo-hoo.
Because I was able to catch this a little bit from 104 to 108 today, but like I have I was sort of blown away by it. It literally was like caught a rocket ship and kept on going. And obviously, AMD is not unique. As Jay said in the chat, every growth tech stock caught a bid today, or it seemed like it at least. Um, but what do you think about AMD here?
I mean, it had the big move. This was a Piper Sandler upgrade, and then it kind of came back. And then it did the old reset, supported 100, right? Didn't even come near that this morning, and then you cleared the high for the rebound, and then so you caught anybody short scrambling 104.55. You cleared that. I'm glad. I think Triple D will be happy about this, and who knows how high? I mean, AMD can go here, right? Oh, come on, man. Why can't I ever get that to come? I mean, this thing has had a big move down, start, getting a nice bounce. I mean, why not see 120, 124? Who knows? The way it's going up, it goes up $6, $7 a day, could be there pretty quickly. But extended decline, you got a gap to fill here. I keep an eye on 110 tomorrow. I'm not sure what the optionality is here. No, 111. I stand corrected. Three highs between 110.48, 111.42. So 111. Keep an eye on that tomorrow. If you have some options, you're looking for a potential resistance
So,
point.
so I did say this morning, if you're watching live trading, that I would sell my AMD if it got to 110. Obviously, it never got there, but I did. I was watching it like a hawk, and whatever 15-minute bracket it was at
Right here.
what time was it? No, it was at like it
To
was
get
late.
long at 104, you had to do it here or here or
No,
here.
right. No, I'm talking about when I sold it. So at 130, it was at like 108, and it was sort of hanging out there. So I sold it. That's where I sold it at like 130 Eastern time.
Nice,
Um,
nice. That's a nice
but
trade. Way to go, Spence.
thank you. I wanted to talk about healthcare for a second, real fast. Russell rebalance today. No, Nicole. That's tomorrow. Tomorrow night, actually. Tomorrow after the close, they're gonna drop the list. Fitzy Russell will drop the list out of the the stocks they're adding and deleting. I'll drop you the link right now. I'll put it in the chat. But I wanted to talk about healthcare, Joel, because I don't know if you saw healthcare today. But like the XLV, which is the main healthcare ETF, the sector index ETF, is up like 0.5%, and I'm sort of baffled by it because if you look at the top components of XLV, you got Johnson Johnson, which is down almost 1% today. You got UNH down 30%. You got Pfizer. Oh, Pfizer just turned green now. Okay, that's cool. I know AbbVie is green, and Eli Lilly's down almost 3%. Merck is down big. These are all big components. If you look at the top 15, like 12 of them are down today. Maybe not, maybe like 11. 11 of the top 15 are down today. And yet the whole thing is up, which speaks to the broad-based strength. If you just look beyond the big names in healthcare, if you look at just the big names, you would assume the whole sector is down today, but it's not actually not. It's actually up. It's just I've never seen a day like this that I can remember where, like, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, like 6 of the top 8 components are down, and the index is up. I mean,
Very
very
rare.
rare.
Yeah, it must be all the little guys, pulling the weight for it. That's it. The big boys. I mean, how many components are there?
A lot.
But yeah, just must be the little ones. Hey, yeah, Michael Crockett. You know what I did? We taught Michael had been hawking his ON on the pre-market prep plus show, and he had an easy bogey today. He had to clear out that seller at 21.50, the last two highs. I don't know if Michael did it himself, but that took that out, and nice air in there. So I'm glad it got through there. I hope you caught a good long, or is maintaining your long. But yeah, J&J's, I mean, it's getting out of, the risk on, baby. Got to get some risk here, right? Risk on day. Who needs healthcare, right? So that's what you're seeing, or at least in the big stocks. Lilly down, but I mean, it's just still not that far from all-time high. Just a little rotation.
Yeah. So just I thought that was very interesting. I'm not forgetting, of course, it is Thursday, and Thursday afternoon is typically the biggest day of the week for earnings. If we are in earnings season, this is kind of the tail end of it today. Lululemon, Asana, CrowdStrike, Okta, Restoration Hardware. This is kind of the caboose here. CrowdStrike is interesting, Joel, because CRWD had itself a day. I mean, it's tech, right? So it went up with the rest of the market, but it ran up into its report, which is always raises eyebrows a little bit, right?
Yeah, had to move up, built the base at 160. Didn't quite get there today. I don't know. I mean, if you're short, do you really want to be short going into the report? I know we didn't spend a lot of time on Sentinel One, but that had a good report. It's really backed off its high. But yeah, I mean, good. Had to move up. A couple days of consolidation. Four lows in the same area, caught a bid. I mean, it's kind of wide open here on the upside. On the dailies, if wow, this is getting close to. There's nothing in here. There's one high at 78.89. I don't think we saw that yet today. And then, man, this thing gets above 80. Whoo, 180. Look out, folks. You may see 200. On the downside, you see this kind of action. Let's say the high holds here at 176, 56, 36-point move, 18, half of that, 148, 150. If they smack it, I'd be a buyer at that 148, 150 level just because, maybe you missed the move. You want to get in. New highs in the S&Ps. We are embarking on.
Joel, I can't believe it. If you had told me at 9:10 this morning that we'd close up 1.5% today in the SPY and almost 2.5% in the Qs, I would say absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Never say never in this market, Spencer. If there's
That's it.
anything that you've learned in the 7 years of being my co-pilot here,
You,
never say never in this market.
you just said
Anything
you
can
just said
happen.
never, so now I'm confused. All right. Um,
Never
someone
say never.
someone asked about the earnings for next week. Man, is it you literally got like a couple of retail stocks and like DocuSign and Neo, and that's it. So I'm calling this the end of the earnings season here, kind of the last hurrah.
I don't know. It just kind of rolls over. And look at DocuSign bunching up here. Alert. red alert here, or green alert here for this DocuSign, bunching up at 88. Boom, 88 high, bunch of highs just under 88. This puppy looks like it's ready to go. I don't think you'll blink at 90, 9107, but this looks ready to go. Matching lows too. Look at that, four lows in the same area, and boom, good day. And you know who's having a really good run post earnings? Don't look now, but you see Zoom?
No, this is not a stock I looked at. I have not looked at that stock probably in over a week.
Zoom
Wow, look at that thing go!
thing
It, it,
coming
it never
back.
it never really stopped. A lot of these stopped going up, Joel. A lot of these
Should I
stopped going
look at
up.
the pig of pigs of stocks of pigs of stocks?
I mean, no, but that's interesting because
Hold on.
whatever the high was, what 114, that was that. Oh man, it made a new high of this whole move. A lot of those other ones, they rallied all for a week, right? They rallied like a last week or whatever, and then they came off it. But not Zoom. That is so interesting.
Yeah, I mean it's a verb, right? Zoom, right? So
Yeah.
that's how. What's going on with teledocs? Someone's mentioned teledocs.
Well, see,
Tele.
that's what I'm talking about, right? Is I
That
guess
ain't going on.
I guess it's $9 off the low there, but that chart to me looks vastly different than the Zoom
It
chart,
sure does. Yeah.
right?
Yep.
Um,
Yep.
wow, that's really encouraging, and like a lot, like I said, like Upstart, right, which had that run and kind of paused for a minute, and Roku, all these beating down names, they had a good week, right, and then they stopped going up, and I did not notice Zoom until you just pointed that out. Very interesting here, huh? That's like a couple good weeks in a row. Uh,
Yeah, for the Zoomster. Yeah,
yeah,
it's a good move. Move
what's
up
last
after
time?
earnings. Never. I don't even know what it was under 100 before earnings. I think this was
Yeah,
earnings day. And then caught a bid. So yeah.
this thing hasn't.
Kathy's back.
Zoom hasn't had two green weeks in a row since December, Joel. So it's been a minute.
Really?
Wow.
Wow. I
Yeah.
like Zoom. I use Zoom. I use Zoom. It's easy. It's even an old man like me can use it. All
I
right, we
mean,
just hit
it's always
4165.
yeah.
That just happened to be your Wednesday's high. Tuesday's interday high, 4167 and a quarter. I got the 4202 and a quarter on my sheet because we made that. We made that high Monday morning. So it's on there, but the real bunching up here, either a potential triple top or another breakout to the upside for this market.
All right. Watching Nextera Energy NEE just now making a new high, continuing to make new highs here. Actually, speaking of stocks that have had good runs since earnings, Joel, that thing reported like a month ago, and I don't think it stopped going up since then.
Yeah, it did. Utilities, boom. Let's see what's going on longer term here. With this one, this had a big move. One of the utility. Oh, man, why do I keep missing that? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna get it right this time. Looks like it's about. I just gotta go a little bit higher up. Boom. Ooh, let's see. It's taken out the. It's right around 78, halfway back. So let's see if it can hold in here. Consolidate a few days and then continue the move higher. Sure looks like we're just gonna blow the doors off of this the 4165 high from yesterday. The way we're bunching up here, a couple minutes till we get the final imbalances.
Wowzers! All right. What else jumped out to me today? I just noticed that Generac had itself a good day. GNRC up 10%. Don't see that every
Mhm.
day. I don't know what's the chat focused on. Let's drop your tickers for us in the chat, and we can we can take a look here. We got about 10 minutes left in the session. Amazon, yeah, caught down a little bit.
Amazon got back up to that area. I didn't think it would, just the way the spoos were acting this morning, but we'll see. I mean, this is I mentioned this area. There's a couple highs here. I don't know about this 2600, but this 2500 to I'm gonna give a little zone here. 2500 to 2525. The current high is 2508.
Okay.
So little resistance there.
All right, we got some good tickers here. Let's start with Fiserv, FIS. This is for Baruka Urasa in the chat. This is like a slow and stodgy financial play. Oh wait, no, I'm
Yeah,
sorry. I'm sorry. This isn't Fiserv. This is Fidelity. This is Fidelity National. Okay, my mistake. Fiserv is FISV. This
is
is
this
just
Fidelity, or is
no,
this
no. This is not. This is the IT company. Fidelity
knocking
National.
on the door? That's all I could say. You had a triple top here, back just under this area, back in mid-April. Quad top here, pressing up. Sure looks like it wants to break out here. Big day, matched your low from last week, and then here. So I wouldn't want to be short this thing. Looks like it's on the verge of breaking out. Got a lot of room to catch up on the upside. Spoos just made a quick work there of that 41.67 high.
So I will say, Joe. Sometimes I like to try to, catch wind of a move if I know there's a headline coming. Try to catch wind of it early. And I tried that this morning with Ford. Didn't quite work because Ford barely budged all day. I thought surely there was a number of headlines from Ford yesterday. There was more headlines from Ford this morning. I thought maybe you get a headline or Ford to kickstart a move, but not quite so today. So
Yeah, I just like they're stepping in front of the sellers at 14. So you get rid of those sellers at 14, and you got to move here. You couldn't even get the thing unchanged on the day. 1355 was a close, 1360 the low. So Ford's needs to take out 14. Now it just hit 71.75. One little swift seller came in there. Back at 41.66. Looks like we're going to post a new high, close for the rebound. The only thing we have to do is close above 55.75. That's 10 points away.
all right. What about Neo for Aaron Bryan? I don't know. Neo. What was?
Neo,
Oh, it got.
Neo, Neo.
Oh, talk about the prior day's high, Joel. Oh, stuffed.
Yeah, but it's back up there again. And not only is it the prior day's high, you can even go back a little bit farther here. So this is big. This is bunching up. This high was, what was this high here? 1870, boom, 1893, boom, 1884. But you're looks like you're going to be closing up there. So once again, that did take out yesterday's low, gave you a chance on the cheap. So Neo looks like it's poised here to bunching up near the highs.
What about Bumble? This is for Robert. We haven't talked about Bumble in a long time. I feel like Bumble. We never talk about Match anymore either, Joel. MTCH and BNBL kind of move. They move in lockstep. Uh, I don't know. It's doing okay. It's hanging out.
It's doing okay. For I'll go. I'm not gonna mess with the dailies on this one
Okay.
because the more interesting formation is here. Boom, boom. Let me move this over. Let's make this big. And, look at this, like old 30, 30, 30, 30 right here. Now you're above it. So monthly, getting some monthly confirmation here that perhaps this is on the rebound over 30. Not much here. So looks like a monthly breakout in Bumble over 30. So
Yeah.
I like it. Man, I like everything, man. Must be time to sell stuff.
Well, dude,
Uh,
it must be. It really must be. Holy cow.
I like
Um,
everything.
yeah. Yeah, JG. I was looking at Para today as well. Paramount. That thing is having a rough week. Really,
Uh,
it's
really? Wow.
yeah. It's down again today.
Down again.
Yeah,
Wow, that
yeah.
woo-hoo.
That thing.
Rally aborted off the Top Gun movie, huh? Boom, boom,
No,
boom,
no
boom, boom.
kidding, no kidding. Mission abort. Mission abort. What about CRM for beans and rice for me? Salesforce.
Beans and rice for
Oh,
me.
2 day follow through. Look at that.
Let's
Look
see
at
the
it.
CRM. Software is hot, right, SaaS? Got your next target. It broke 184. I like that. Oh man, look at that. I mean, this is one of those trades that maybe you really distance yourself from the gap, right? That's a good sign. Let's see what happens at 190 tomorrow. Maybe if it doesn't take it out tomorrow, maybe on Friday, you got that pesky high right there. 190.17. Today, highs 190.13. You backed off a couple bucks, but I think it gets through 190 here. Next target would be 193.30. But if it keeps like moving up, like it has, just keep moving your stop up, because a meaningful retracement in this thing. I don't want to have beans and rice fall out of his chair there, but I mean, just getting back half that move, 229, 230. So let's go.
Yeah,
Yep.
Joel, we're ripping here.
Yeah, yep. 41.7. There's nothing in here now. Now you're getting up, now that 42.02 and a quarter. I don't think we can rally 30 handles, but a good thing that that I wish that I was better at and sticking with is, you're at your daily ranges. Like I had some longs that I took off earlier. I don't know why. I just didn't wait for the close, but I looked at the 9-day average trading range, and based on the low this morning, once you established the low, the target was 41.8075, and that just gives you expectations of things. So we're only 5 handles, 6 handles away from that. So, a lot of times if you're getting something, you get it good going your way, a higher low has been established, a 9-day average trading range, or, some kind of thing just to measure how far a move can go. Um, it also gives you, you're looking at that every day, every day, every day. It gives you like a feeling of, whether things are calming down,
Yeah.
what the average ranges are coming in, compressing, gives you a, feeling of whether or not a big move is coming. So targets can work. I think algos probably look at them too. But that, I'm looking at this 41.8075, and I'm thinking, why the heck did I sell 41.65? But
Yeah.
oh well.
The Nepali investor said he or she bought the SPXL. Am I stupid? Of course you're not stupid. Here's the only question that matters for you if you buy XPXL, which is the 3 times leveraged S&P 500 fund. Do you think the S&P 500 is going up tomorrow? Not next week, not next month, not next year, tomorrow. If you think it's going up tomorrow, then buy the XPXL, own it. If you don't, then don't. It really is that simple. These are daily instruments. All that matters is what happens tomorrow. So forget about next week, forget about next month. Tomorrow, ask yourself that. Whatever the answer is dictates whether or not that was a good decision for you or not. What about
Well,
this
I
is
just want to say, look at, see, the thing is, you take this home overnight, they don't like the jobs number. The spoos are down 25 handles, and you're like, oh, geez,
yes.
that
Yeah.
doesn't mean it won't, it can't rally back. But, oh, come on, computer, don't do this to me. And I'm just looking at this. I'm an S&P guy, but
Mm-hmm.
this 90 here, I mean, look at this 90 in this SPXL. I mean,
Yep.
you hit 90 here, boom, just under 90 here, just under 90 here. I mean, hey, a breakout here on the SPXL. Why not? I mean, the spoos. I'm just saying, if you take it home, then it's hard if they don't like the number. It doesn't mean it can't rally back, but they'll whack this thing tomorrow if they don't like the jobs number.
Now, Jay Rice respectfully disagree. That's not nonsense because it came from my mouth, and nothing I say can be construed as nonsense.
Non Spencer.
Yeah, that's right. No, Spencer. Here's one. Ave Point, AVPT. Someone asked very nicely if we could talk about AVPT. This is a former SPAC, Joel. Who asked about this one? It was ML. Can we look at AVPT? Yeah, I don't know what this company does. It's a software
Wow,
company.
what a move! Huh. I don't know. I mean, AVPT. I mean, you had these couple highs over 611 would be, man, great support. I wish you would have asked me about this
Yeah.
morning. Great support here, triple bottom. Above 6 here, you got to move 611, hold 6. Then you got some other highs, but man, that's a big move. Maybe put your stop here under. Wow, this thing doesn't move a ton, but it did break out. So I wouldn't fade it. Ding, ding, ding. There it
Oh, there's
is.
our
Close it.
bell. Oh, we just missed closing green in the XLE by 28 cents. Otherwise, every other sector closed up. Every major index, the 4 major indexes all closed higher. Oil higher, gold higher, heck, even Bitcoin higher. So what a day on Wall Street. All right, everyone. That's a wrap for At the Close today. We'll be back tomorrow morning. I better see you all there, including you, Duncan Dave. I saw you say that, you might miss me tomorrow. Don't miss me tomorrow. I'll be there. You'll be there. Joel will be there. And that's what we got.
I,
So
I want you to know that, Spencer, that I was supposed to golf at Oakland Hills Country Club tomorrow. And
well, what you're saying is I'm an inconvenience, is what you're saying.
because it's your last day, I turned down the invitation to golf at Oakland Hills.
Wow. Thank you.
I hope you can sleep tonight. All right, folks. Adios.
All right, catch you guys tomorrow. Cannabis Insider going live right now, as we do every Thursday at 4 o'clock. So stay tuned for that. I'm going to hop. Have a great rest of your day. See you guys tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. Eastern Time.